So I got pulled over for a level 2 inspection. I'm pulling a tanker, so it's a hazmat load. Well, I'm empty, and I got a warning with a violation. But I'd rather get a warning than a ticket, and here's why. So not too long ago, I got pulled over for a level 2 inspection, roadside. As you can see, I made a short about it, and I got pulled over. And it was not during Blitz week. This video is probably gonna be aired out during Blitz week, but it was not during Blitz week. I don't know what South Carolina has going on, but they got white DOT officers, like the cars that are ghost cars, like the federal DOT. Their specific job in South Carolina, if you see them, is to pull over trucks. They're state troopers, but if you see them, their specific job is to pull over trucking and like pull over trucks and involved in trucking. Now, I got pulled over by a Silver Explorer. Those guys are kind of nice. He was sitting on the off ramp, and then he pulled me over in a commercial vehicle, a truck rest area on I-20 near North Augusta, not too far away from there. I thought my inspection's gonna be 100% clean. The truck got just service done. We got new tires. The trailer is all perfect, walked around, fixed. Everything's in good working condition. Nothing is leaking. Everything is good. And I thought it would be a clean inspection. Now, we were on logbooks, okay? Even though we're local, because the company does over the road too. And if your company does over the road, even if you have local drivers, they still have to run on ELD or paper logs, depending what kind of truck you have, if it's a glider or if it's a modern truck that requires ELD. Now, weird thing about it, he didn't ask me for my logbook. He didn't even turn it up. He just told me if I'm local. I said, I am. He's like, are you home every day? I'm like, no, not right now, because I was hospitalized. The truck had to be moved to Columbia because my dad, it's gonna be easier for him to work out of Columbia. And so I actually travel to work. He's like, do you park the truck in Columbia Yard every day? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And he did not check my logbook at all, which is interesting. So he did the usual level 2 inspection. Now, the only thing different is, even if you're empty on a hazmat load, you got to show your last BOL, so he knows what the residue is inside. The last known product residue is left in your tanker. And man, I thought I was gonna pass. Then he told me to step out of the truck, and he showed me this. And I was like, seriously, to myself, like, all for that sticker. I totally forgot jet fuel trailers have a shut-off, emergency shut-off. I know that they do, but I totally forgot, because mostly I was doing propane, and propane has it on each side of the trailer with a handle, red handle you can pull. This is like a lever you pull. So I don't know what it shuts off. I think that emergency shut-off on the gas trailers and the jet fuel trailers shut off the vapor so that you cannot load or unload. The propane shuts off the main belly valve, which is attached to a pump. He told me, don't worry about it, I'm not gonna write you a ticket. It's a very common mistake everyone does, and I'm just gonna give you a warning for it. I wish you would have given me a verbal warning instead of paper written warning, but it is what it is. And here's why I would rather get a warning than a ticket. Everyone will be like, yeah, you can't fight warnings. That's why I'd rather get tickets. I'm sorry. I'd rather get a warning than a ticket. And also everyone's like, well, don't the CSA points stay on you all the time? Now, if you're not a trucker, CSA points is only if you get inspected. It's not your driving record. It's not points on your license for driving. It's points on your license on safety in a truck. CSA points, there's a ton of them. If you're not dumb and you take care of your equipment and get inspected, even if a little violation, you're never ever in your lifetime gonna run out of them points, because every 2 to 3 years you get half of them back, or they reset, even if you have a warning. So everyone telling you, oh, you're gonna have them for life. No, you're not. I researched it. Warnings and tickets, in 2 to 3 years, your points will drop back to 0. And the reason I'd rather get a warning than a ticket you got to pay for. And also, I don't want to be forced to go to court. I'm sorry. I'd rather pay the fine and go or get a warning, because imagine if I was over the road and I live in South Carolina, I got inspected in Arizona. If it's like $100 ticket, there's no point, no difference. You're still going to have the CSA points, just either get a warning or pay the ticket. I am not flying or driving all the way to Arizona for a $100 fine to get off my record because I want to go to court. Now, if the court is mandatory or it's a very serious offense, yes, of course I'm flying or driving to Arizona, even though I live in South Carolina. But if you're smart, most of your violations are not going to be that way. And also, even if it's a ticket or a warning, you still got to, the company or you, if you're the owner operator, still has to submit that to a website saying that you fixed the problem and resolved those issues within 7 to 10 or 14 days, whatever they decide, or whatever the state rules are, or whatever the FMCA rules are. I already forgot. And the reason I'd rather get the warning, because at warning, I don't really know what's going to happen, but ticket, if you don't pay the ticket, your license gets suspended. And that's a disaster, okay? And I worked at companies where I was scared that if I got a ticket, they may forget about me on purpose and not pay the ticket, because even though it's going to be on them, I'm the one getting my license suspended and not them. So that's why I'd rather get a warning, because it's a little less headache than a ticket. Because if they don't submit something, it's on them. But if I don't pay my own ticket, because it's usually on your driver's license, not on the company. There was one case where a DOT officer wrote everything on the company and not on the driver, so I had no violations for that. But if the ticket is under your name, you're responsible for it. And if they don't pay for it, guess what? Your license is going to be suspended. So that's why I'd rather get a warning than a ticket. Now, I'm going on vacation on DOT Blitz Week, so have fun with this video. I got inspected before DOT Blitz Week. I don't know, South Carolina for the past 3 months before DOT Blitz Week has been crazy of DOT crawling in every almost square mile of South Carolina. They're on 95, they're on 26, they're on 85, they're on 20. They are everywhere pulling trucks over. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2064 turn right. This particular package, driving attempt on the 6 Series.